calm, grounding tone. Focus on your surroundings for a moment. The screen in front of you, your hands resting flat on the desk, the weight of your body. These things feel solid and objective, as if you are perceiving the world exactly as it is. But the biological reality is different. You do not have direct access to the world outside your skull. Instead, you inhabit a mental model generated by your brain. Every second, your nervous system is bombarded by raw data. Light, vibrations, and chemical signals hit your body in an unorganized storm. To prevent overwhelm, your brain filters this input, discarding the noise to construct a usable version of the world to help you survive. This means what you call reality is actually an interpretation. Once you recognize the world as a mental construct, you have to look at your daily life and wonder, how much of it is the world and how much of it is the lens? Consider your vision. This chart represents the full electromagnetic spectrum, all light in the universe, yet your eyes only detect this tiny highlighted sliver. We're surrounded by massive layers of reality, infrared, ultraviolet, that remain completely invisible to us. Even the light you can see doesn't actually contain color. An object reflects specific wavelengths of light, but the wavelengths themselves are colorless. Your brain receives those wavelengths and translates them into the internal experience of red or blue. Color is a property of your mind. Sound works the same way. Out in the world, there is only vibrating air. Silence is the default state of the universe. Your brain converts those vibrations into the subjective experience of music or speech. You are not observing a raw, untouched world. You are experiencing a translated version of it, rendered by your nervous system. This construction process is active rather than passive. Neuroscientists describe the brain as a prediction machine. Instead of waiting for all the data to arrive, your brain constantly predicts what is about to happen next. It fills in the gaps and creates a complete picture before your eyes have even finished scanning a scene. This is why optical illusions are so effective. They trick the brain into making false assumptions. You see something that isn't there because your brain predicted it based on past experience. This predictive mechanism applies to more than just shapes. It's how your brain interprets a friend's tone or the meaning behind a stranger's expression. You don't respond to the objective world, you respond to the model your brain already built. The mind applies this same construction to your past. We often imagine memories as static files stored in a mental vault. In reality, memories are reconstructed every time you recall them. Each time you bring a memory to mind, the neural pathway changes, meaning your past is a living document that you rewrite every time you remember it. Even your sense of self is a byproduct of this process. Right now, trillions of biological events are happening inside you, like cells dying, new thoughts appearing, and emotions surging, without your conscious control. Your brain stitches these disconnected events into a single continuous story. It creates a main character to make sense of the noise. Many researchers argue that the self is not a solid entity, but a narrative tool. It's a way for the brain to organize your experiences into a coherent history. Both your history and your identity are ongoing internal constructions, built to provide a sense of stability in a chaotic world. Recognizing that your world is mentally constructed does not make the physical world any less dangerous. A car in traffic will still hit you, regardless of your interpretation. However, the meaning of an event is entirely internal. Two people can hear the exact same sentence. For one, it's a devastating insult that confirms an insecurity. For the other, it's a neutral piece of data. The external sound waves are identical, but the internal realities are opposites. This reveals the bridge between biology and experience. Many of our most painful limitations, the belief that we are broken or destined to fail, are reinforced patterns of prediction. Once the brain predicts a negative outcome, it filters the world to find evidence for it. It stops seeing the opportunities that are right in front of you because those opportunities don't fit the current model. This is where understanding the construction becomes useful. When you realize that your fears and assumptions are often just guesses made by a prediction machine, you gain distance from them. You stop treating every thought as an objective truth. The external situation may stay the same, but when you change the lens of interpretation, the meaning of the event shifts. Reality is not a fixed image you are forced to watch. It is an ongoing conversation between the world outside and the mind within. By observing the way your brain builds its version of the world, you begin to see where the construction